going live. It's going. You're live.
We are
We are live.
live.
Okay. So
Woohoo!
that was called the 2-minute learning curve. We're learning whether you were going to stay an extra 2 minutes to see if we pulled it off, or whether we would fail. And succession. It's there today. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, John.
Yes. Now that we know we're live, let's back up. Go to the intro.
Welcome to the This and That podcast with John Ragusa and Kim Cook, beginning now.
Ooh, hey everybody. Good morning. Glad you could join us for our first live and recorded day.
You're 2 minutes late.
I have a friend,
Thanks, Charlie.
Charles Williams. I don't even know who that is. When that name pops up, I'm like, who is that? It's Chad. You should have Chad there because nobody knows
better.
Charles.
Maybe
Chad
Chuckles.
is
Maybe
and I call
Chuckles.
him Chadwick. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was right around the time Bozeman passed away, and he was my replacement Chadwick in my life.
Gotcha.
Hey Chadwick, glad you showed up, brother. Good to see you. You appear to be the first. Thank you for having nothing better to do on a Saturday morning. So Kim Cook with Life Vantage, John Ragusa here with Plumber Pro Service and Drain, both located right here in Athens, Georgia. We are there. How was your week, Kim?
It was good. I have some exciting news.
Okay, good.
That you don't know about.
Yes.
So I got my Kangen water machine.
Okay.
And I hooked it up yesterday.
And
you have been replaced as a plumber at my house because you know who did it?
Was it Dr. Ray?
No, it was Keith.
Oh.
The roofer. The roofer did it.
Keith. That's Keith Somerville.
Yeah.
Who was
said,
until moments ago going to be our first guest.
He said not to tell you that he could do plumbing.
Right. Well,
guess what? He knows the first tenet of plumbing, which is all poop rolls downhill.
Wow. And I know nothing about roofing, so I can't come after you and your bread and butter. If I may use that phrase, Matt. Bread and butter. Hey, Thomas just got on. Hey, buddy. That's the barbecue guru.
All right.
And great friend and everything. Mother's on. Mother.
Hey,
say
Mom.
hello to Thomas and Chadwick as well, because you know them both. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I've been replaced.
Yeah, so I'm all excited. I got my water right there at the sink.
Okay, and what is this water you speak of? Because you and I know.
It is some very, very healthy ionized water from Dr. Ray's Wellness.
Dr. Ray's Wellness, right here in Athens, also.
Yes, and it has different levels of acidity, and it is very healthy for you. Activates your mitochondria.
This guy is Dr. Raymond Stewart, and he is not old. If you say, how old are you? I'm not. I'm 89 years young.
That's right.
And he has got
and he
more
also
energy
likes to say,
than anyone I know, honestly.
And he doesn't say as we grow older. He says as time goes by.
As time goes by. Okay, so speaking of ghost, speaking of Patrick's, that should lead down a rabbit hole. As time goes, I'm not a singer.
Okay.
Goes by. That's where my mind goes.
Okay, all right.
So what else? Is that it? Is that your? How's Ramsey? She's got a puppy.
Oh yes,
she's
Ramsey went to see Dr. Jeff at Oconee Veterinary Hospital.
Nice.
Also a friend of ours.
We're plugging away our group this morning.
We are.
And
he is 4.5 months old, and he now weighs 61 pounds.
61 pounds.
He is a big boy.
Wow. I was 61 pounds at 3 months. No, I'm kidding. I was actually a sickly little baby. I was a sickly little underweight, sick little baby. And when I was like 8, I said, refrigerator. And here we are today, kids. Here we are. All right. So good puppy news. Good.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. But look, I just went down the hall to the ladies' room.
Okay.
And I have to say that I don't think that this is an appropriate sign for the ladies' room. Life is short. Lick the bowl. No, thank you. Not in the ladies' room. I am not licking the bowl.
Life is short. Lick the
ladies' room.
Well, as you can tell by the look of shock, I don't go in the ladies' room, so that's a good thing. Hey guys, help me out. Guys who are here, help me out.
I did giggle.
But I don't get it. I don't we don't sit going. Go tell your old lady to lick the bowl. It's not like a thing we do. I don't understand. Life, let me see that.
Okay.
That is,
The
you can't make this
intention,
up either.
the intention of the sign,
I can't.
the intention of the
can't get it
sign
out. That's why I
is
said
to
it.
lick the bowl when you do batter, right? So this should really be in the kitchen instead of
Oh.
lick the toilet bowl
Okay,
in the
so-
ladies' room.
Okay, as a plumber, I naturally went to. I should have went as the fat kid who licked the bowl. I licked the bowls and those little the whisks with the. And if you didn't wipe the whisk off or get a spatula, it was like covered. And you're like,
Right, yeah, but
which
not
pays
the toilet
off
bowl.
later. But yeah, licked. Okay, so now that it's in context, that's flipping hilarious. Whoever saw that and put it in a bathroom, I'm loving that. That's actually really good. I'm disappointed. I do see, Thomas, now that I understand it's cooking, I was in the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. You guys are in the kitchen. And the
Right.
sign's in the bathroom. So I'm in the right place.
Okay,
It just takes me a minute.
I see that
That's-
Shannon's on it. Shannon, would you
I would
think,
be the
would your brain go the same
slow-
place mine did if that were in the ladies' room? Would you be like, I'm not licking this toilet bowl, gross. Ugh.
Shannon has literally, Shannon's my wife. Shannon has watched me literally every time the kids make a cake. I'm like, I'm just trying to boy for the past 16 years. So yeah, that's my sign says seated for the entire.
There's one of those in there,
okay,
too.
Who else has
Yeah.
bathroom signs? This is actually pretty good. There's one in the bathroom that says it's 3.5 stars lit up, and it says "would poop here again."
Yeah, there's one of those in the ladies' room
Yeah,
too.
that's our.
You said you
our
didn't go in the
bathroom.
ladies' room.
Our bathroom.
Mm,
Sorry.
okay.
Do you know what else we have in the bathroom? We should just go get all the bathroom signs. This is gonna make this company. I'm not even gonna say the
I'll be
company
right back.
name now. Yeah, no. In our bathroom, we have. Does anybody remember Christmas Vacation when Randy Quaid? It's Randy. It's the bigger one. When he's dumping the sewage from the camper, and he's just out there. Morning. There's like a cartoon drawing version of that in our bathroom. It's the most brilliant thing. Grab the hand sanitizer. Yes. Yeah. Any comments you guys see coming at you live are most likely from our sound technician, who is Luca Ragusa, very talented. Parents are amazing, but very talented young man.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, hi. I went and
Yeah,
got the
that's it.
signs. Yeah. This is in the ladies'
That's
room
it.
too.
Oh, that
See,
wasn't
if
in the
you-
ladies' room. That's been stolen. Have you ever noticed?
You
once
said
again,
you
gentlemen.
said-
Once again, well, that was in the men's room, and I doubt we have 2 in the building. So, I'm thinking, sorry, honey, throw you under the bus. Here it comes. My wife. Anything that I buy, T-shirt, and she's a small girl, and I'm a large man. Any T-shirt I buy that she happens to like more than I do, she wears, and just blatantly, like I'll come home and she'll have it tied up in a little knot or just
Hey, did
tucked
you?
in. And
you
I, as a
sign?
larger person, I can't. Off the rack to me isn't as off the rack as it is to most of you out there in La La Land. Okay, off the rack is like, please, 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 please. Oh, no fat people shop here, and there's like 2 shirts in the store. Okay, otherwise it's Amazon. And so anyway,
Okay,
poop
you
signs.
said this is not the men's room sign because the men's room sign you said had 3 stars. Would poop here again.
Yeah.
The women get 4.5. We get 4.5 stars. Would poop here again. That means ours
Yeah.
is clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's-
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, fact I learned.
And here, this was also in the ladies' room. Poop timer.
A toilet
Get
timer.
your ass back to work.
Okay, that's pretty good. My yeah, I take my time in there. I reflect and think, and it's my morning meditation, if you will.
Ooh,
My
stop.
wife is like, she'll be like, "Oh, honey, I have to go to the bathroom." Door shuts. Door opens, and she's
How, Shannon,
Like,
you're fast.
didn't have time to wash your hands. Let alone undo your pants. It's like, you ever see Superman just go in? I'll be right back. And Clark goes in, Superman comes out. Like, nobody ever noticed that.
It's her phone
happening.
booth. It's her
Nobody.
phone booth.
It's her phone booth. It's. Yep. Anyway, she's not going to talk to me. You were talking about my bowel movements on your
Nice.
episode. All
Hello,
right.
Lucas friend.
Hello, Lucas friend. Is that Ethan? Evan. Oh, Evan. I can't read. I have glasses.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you ready for your question?
Yeah. Nobody cares about my week.
Oh, I'm sorry. How was your week,
Oh,
John?
thank you for asking, Kim.
You got a hot- I know you had a
Um,
hot water heater. No,
I had
I'm sorry,
a-
a water heater, not a hot water
I
heater.
had a, I see, very good. I am teaching women plumbing one woman at a time, because most women call hot water heaters, and they're not. They're water heaters. Anywho, yeah, I had a little mishap at work, and I had a 100-gallon water heater tackled onto me. That was my Tuesday, and then Wednesday we had a great job. 4-inch water main, literally making a river in a neighborhood. So we got to spend Wednesday doing. It was nice. I'm usually in the office now, and it was back in the field and getting dirty with the boys and stuff. And we've got a good crew, so we took care of it. And it's the weekend, and now I get to hit my enjoyment time with these lovely folks here and my partner in crime. So yeah,
But you missed BNI.
I did miss BNI. We had a McDonald's in Stockbridge.
Panic ensued.
Thank you, Dwayne, for giving us that account. Let us do
There was
work.
there was whispering around the room. Where's John?
Yeah,
Where's Ragusa?
it is, right?
He's always here. Where's John?
It's like, see, how do you take that? Is it like, oh, cool? Or is it like, oh my God, I'm so worried? Because I like to think like nothing's going right. Everything's like, there's like, where's my funny joke guy? Where's my smile guy? He's not here. And they were all just bitter and pit.
No,
Let's get
we
BNI.
were like,
I think.
is he dead?
Can-
Did he get a piano wire?
Oh, finally? Did it happen? Oh, piano. Why? Because I'm Italian, as they say here in the great state of Georgia. Italian.
Yeah, that's what my mom says.
It was Italian until I was Georgia bound.
My mom's from Arkansas, and she said
Arkansas.
Italian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's from Texas, by the way, in case you haven't stomached through the first 2.5. Okay, so this is episode 4. Episode 1, we recorded. Episode 2, we recorded.
Man, we're losing
Episode
viewers.
3, we went live. And now this is episode 4, but we didn't record episode 3, so that's for the gods to see only. Anyway, this has been one of our more happy things that people want to see us doing. Is we have this list of would you rathers. There's some funny ones, there's some serious ones. If you guys have a would you rather that you want to throw up, do it.
Okay, so you want to go to the kids list since
Yeah,
we're young
let's
at
go.
heart?
Okay, let's go to the kids
Young at
list.
heart. We'll go to the kids list. All right. Here we go. Let me find a good one.
She has my copy because she's an
'Cause
irresponsible school teacher
I
who didn't
am.
bring her own homework, but I have
didn't.
mine.
I didn't. Would you rather be itchy or sticky forever?
Forever.
Forever.
Itchy or sticky forever. Is there any clarity on what I'm itchy from or sticky because of?
No, because they're both
I'm
yuck.
probably sticky because I can climb walls. I think. Like
No, I'm thinking more like syrup sticky or candy sticky.
enough syrup, you can climb a wall.
Oh,
Itchy. I
okay.
don't want to be itchy. I don't want itchy's like little bugs and little and you're moving. And you're, sticky, at least you could like when it
You could
got
go-
cold, you could chill because it would harden a little bit.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, you'd have a tan. You'd be naturally tan. You'd have it's like better than guinea grease, which I have.
Is it better than bear grease?
Huh.
Eh.
There's a question that just came through, but I don't understand it because it's too contrary. Make sure you spell check that one.
Okay. All right.
Eyes for Muppets.
Muppet eyes?
Is it supposed to be?
Like the
Would you rather have eyes for Muppets or nipples for eyes? I think the question was, would you rather have nipples for eyes or eyes for nipples? Okay, I think that's a male female differential automatically comes into play on that one. Because I think most guys would be like, oh, I could do nipple eyes, that'd be cool. I don't know.
But you couldn't see.
But see, as a member of the Moob Club, I would much rather not have to show you my moves to see who the heck I'm talking to.
Right. I
So,
don't want to be flashing
yeah,
people just to say
I
hello.
respect the general public. You know, when I go to the beach, I wear a nice, comfy, air-breathing shirt.
Nice.
Because no one wants, last time I went to the beach without a shirt, 8 people were trying to push me back in. We can save him. We can save him. And it was terrible. So now I wear a
Right.
shirt, and it's fine. It's fine. No therapy. No therapy necessary.
No therapy necessary.
None.
Okay.
None.
All right.
So I have something for you.
Oh, you have something for me?
I do. All right.
Okay, he has
This
this
one.
written down.
This one
Oh.
right here.
Okay.
Well, okay. We initially did this one, but if she tried to be sincere with it now, she would fail because I nailed it earlier. I said,
No, because I'm really not
this
sure.
first,
I'm really
okay,
not sure.
this first
Okay.
one. Okay, then do the first one. We
Okay,
did earlier. It was
so
great. Pay attention.
so this okay. So he has it written down. I
All
it
right. It says say I, spell map, and say Ness. So
okay. I MAP Ness.
and she sat for a minute going,
I
and
had that
literally,
puppy dog look.
I
Her?
am a penis. I don't understand what. Yeah, it's like that guy with the
I
spell
think it's
father. It's
I
fat
think
her.
per-
It's how are you missing it? And it's like the fifth time I'm like it's gonna sink. And the seventh time I was like she wasn't a teacher. She faked her resume.
No, I think
She-
maybe it has to do with my accent from Texas.
Oh, it might be your accent because okay, let's say that in Texas. I am a pain ass. I am a pain ass.
I'm a pain
All my
in the
friends say
ass.
I'm a pain ass. So yes, if you're in Texas, it completely changes. I didn't realize that, but yes, this is IMAP-ness. Like oh, here's a
maybe
fun
an I
fact.
there instead of an E.
There's a church in Virginia where the pastor, his name was I believe it was Peter, but he was Pastor P. Ness.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Because the kids enjoyed going to church for the first time ever, I would imagine. Think about that. Your parents are like, we're going to church. You know, all kids are, I don't want to go to church. I got to sleep. Well, Pastor Ness is talking. You don't catch it. You're like, oh, I don't care. Is it like Loch Ness? Ha, ha, ha. And then you go, and the clever kid that goes, Peter, and it just goes around. It's Pastor Penis. It's Pastor Penis. And before you know it, all the kids are like, hey, we're going to church. You want to go to church with me? You got to meet my pastor. Great guy. Just talk to him for a minute. But that would be amazing. All right, so she actually kind of saw that one earlier, but this one,
Okay.
watch her face because she doesn't.
Okay, spelled backwards. Strap on.
No parts spelled backwards was what she was supposed to figure out. And
strap on.
Which is funny because you have no parts, so just crazy little facts going on here, kids. All right, so go with another question. What have you got?
We're doing another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Let's jump around.
All right. I'm going back to strange. Let's do a strange one.
Would you rather have? Oh, wait. This is a good one. Would you rather have the ability to read minds, be unable to speak for the rest of your life, or have the ability to speak every language fluently, but be unable to read minds?
Okay, can I take this one first?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to read it 3 more times.
So Thomas, I would rather have the ability to read minds. And hey,
Ooh.
Santino.
Yeah.
That you bumping the table, baby. That's okay. Okay, so I would rather be able to read minds because I overthink everything and I need to know what people are thinking. But I also know sign language. So I don't need to know how to speak because I can sign. I can speak with my hand. Okay. What about you, Ragusa?
I'm Italian, so I speak with my hands to a degree, but anybody who knows me knows I haven't shut up 6 minutes in life. So I would have to be, it would have to be the ability to speak, and I can't read minds as it is. So
Thomas, I've never left the country, so
Yeah.
I'm good with American Sign Language.
different languages have different signs. Some are universal.
And no.
Oh yeah, Italian. Ready? Anybody not Italian out there? What's it mean? Go.
Mm.
Yeah. The bird. You could have done the bird. We have children watching. Oh, and yes, Shannon's. Okay, fine. Let's just go all in. It was Shannon's grandfather's church, and her grandfather would only call him Penis, and it was apparently
Shannon, I like your grandfather.
I said, oh, he was great. He was great. He was great. He was good. No, we ended up on a we had a very interesting time. Let's just say we had a very interesting time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
as it turned out, I think it ended well. And when he went home, I think we were pretty good. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's-
R.I.P. Gramps.
Okay. All right. What you got?
All right. Let's see. Let's jump over to. Be patient. I'm from the 1900s. We didn't have to do everything in 5 seconds. All right. How about I need my pants hemmed quickly, so I called Taylor Swift. No, Taylor Swift. It's because I never like that. Okay, that was that. If anybody wants to play that back, that is Kim's
that's
faux
a
laugh, I
dad.
believe.
That is
Oh, that is a dad joke.
joke.
I'm full of dad jokes. Like 3.6 billion women in
Sorry,
the
we
world,
have things crashing down in the studio,
and it's still not clean. 3.6 billion women in the world, and it's still not clean.
I'm not a. I'm a messy.
I know.
I'm a messy.
All right, let me borrow your sheet.
Okay,
You
borrow.
have it easy with just preloaded questions. All right. Would you rather have no homework ever again, or be guaranteed an A in your class? Yes, this is from the kids section.
Well, first of all, need to know if you did your homework
and
from
you have
last
to-
week.
I did. Mine was the $1 Million Quartet, was it not?
Yes.
And the $1 Million Quartet was a group consisting of Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Weathers. It's not
No.
Carl Weathers, but it's
Carl
somebody.
Perkins.
Perkins, Weathers, difference being.
Don't help him.
And then you
sonny.
have no, I got this. I'm not looking. We have a split screen, so I can cheat, but I'm not cheating. Look, eyes down. Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Weathers, and the
Carl
great man
Perkins.
and Carl Perkins Weathers. Carl Weathers Perkins.
Carl
whatever it
Weathers
was.
is something totally different.
I know who he is, and I love Carl Weathers, and he just passed away, so I'm dealing this way.
Oh, you're dealing that way. Okay.
And then Johnny, the Man in Black, Johnny Cash.
Mhm.
So they apparently got together. It was just a jam session, though. It wasn't like a
Yeah,
super
they all
band.
showed up at Sun Studio.
Yeah, but it wasn't
same
like
time.
Soundgarden was like Rage Against the Machine, and I'm sorry, Audioslave was Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine
Right.
came together to form a super band.
Yeah.
They didn't stay together. They never recorded again.
No.
That was just like our episode 3. If
Yeah.
you caught it, you caught it. If
And
you
at-
didn't, it's
And
gone.
at that time, they were worth $1 million altogether, which was amazing at that
Which
time.
is amazing because what year was that? How
It was in the 50s.
it was in the 50s. So
Yeah.
$1 million was
Probably 56 or 57.
So
But yeah.
and here's what I didn't know about Carl Weathers Perkins. It's just Perkins. I know the Perkins family hates me right now. Carl Weathers, isn't he a boxer? Yes, he was an actor who played.
And there was a woman involved. Her name was Marilyn Evans.
Okay, Marilyn
And
Evans.
she was dating one of the guys. And
wow.
she
These are great
sang with
pictures if you wanna
them.
look 'em up.
She sang with them. But I don't think she was on any of the recordings. They
Well,
were
it was
just
just
jamming
like
together.
Happened to be.
Yeah. And so and there's also like a musical based on this, which is really good.
We'll have to check. We'll have to do more on that. Because that does look like an interesting thing. Miss Brandy Somerville has joined us. Miss
Hello,
Brandy
Brandy.
Somerville is.
Hello, Brandy. Hello.
Oh, hey, Brandy. Here's your husband's plumbing knife. It was stuck in my back. She actually said, "Good morning, guys. Good morning, Miss Brandy." And my husband loves you people. As you know by now, he's a little off, so don't blame him for loving us. But no, I'm kidding, Keith. We still love you, and you're still welcome to be a guest.
Keith
Just
did.
no sharp items or plumbing tools.
You know, you and Keith both scared me this week. You didn't show up at BNI. Keith was up on my roof, and I hear this, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And so I ran out in the backyard. I'm like, "That wasn't you, was it?" He goes, "No, it's just my caulk gun."
Wow, you thought Keith
Fell off my roof.
It was erupting. So she actually got mad at me. Keith texted me. I had to go to McDonald's.
I wasn't mad.
To
I
get
was
water back.
concerned.
Everybody was concerned. But she did get mad, and here's why. Because Keith texted me, "Where's the love?" I didn't realize he was going, "Hey, where were you this morning?" So I just pulled up my emojis and I sent him about 50 different colored hearts and everything. It looked like June Fest. It was a beautiful heart collaboration of rainbows. And I sent it to him. And he didn't respond. That's it. Where's love? You get a bunch of hearts. There's your love. So this one, she texts me something, and I didn't check my phone till later. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." And she goes, "Oh, well, Keith gets hearts."
Yeah.
Keith
got
got
all
hearts
love.
as a response.
I got butt kiss.
You're like, "You okay?" Yup. That's what you do. Where's the love? Here's hearts.
You know,
So if you
I'm
want the right
concerned about my
response,
friends.
ladies out there,
Sorry, fruit flies. Sorry.
ask the right question. We don't have any fruit. Gosh, I hope. Luca? No fruit, right? No. Okay, there's no fruit in here.
Okay, then it was a gnat.
It was a gnat. Gnat, everybody. But it was one of those situations where I was just like, ask the right question and you'll get the right response. But don't get mad I didn't send you hearts because you were like,
I
"You
also
okay?"
I also don't want Shannon to come whip my ass. So
Shannon can whip cream to make cakes on occasion. She's not a fighter.
Me neither.
She's
so,
a lover,
So
which is why we have
if Shannon
7
came after me, it would probably look
children.
like this.
No, actually, Shannon did send her husband, and I'm sorry. He would make your day worse than it was, I guess. He's a pretty strong guy sometimes. Okay. Let's see. What do you know about in the time of your life? What has been the greatest passion, greatest accomplishment, greatest like the moment? Here's for context. You'll know this directly. We have a friend of ours, Dr. Ken Cook, not relation,
Kim
not
Cook.
relation.
I am not a
Ken,
doctor.
and I am a surgeon. I love that. Anyone? Where's that from? He was at our BNI meeting. It's probably been a few months now, but he has a chiropractic office, and he's doing red light therapy and superhuman protocol, something along those. And he stands up and he goes, "Hey, my office is about to celebrate 1 year. Yeah, I think it's 1 year being in that location." And he goes, "I went in the other day and I've got people in this room being worked on, and people in this room, and this room's full. Somebody's getting the red light, somebody's doing the super." And that was my dream. And you saw a man who had experienced, he had a vision.
Yeah.
And then he experienced that vision and was replaying that vision in front of people.
Yeah.
You could see, you could feel it.
It was, yeah, absolutely.
And it went through the room. It was really an amazing
experience.
And
the whole room, if we had stood up, it would have been a standing ovation.
It would have been a standing. Yeah, yeah.
It was
absolutely.
Great. It was great.
And I saw him again last night. There was a thing at Terrapin. Athens is getting a hockey team, the Rock Lobsters, claws up. So we went there last night for a meet and greet with the coach. Coach Steve Martinson used to play for the Detroit Red Wings. He's from Minnesota. I'm a Viking fan. Go Vikings. Internet stalked you a little bit before going to try to meet you. But there were so many people there last night. It was insane.
I didn't hear anything about it.
It was very cool. Athens Area Chamber, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't hear about it.
Bass Cat Catering.
Mm-hmm.
Felix and Kat killed it. They had lobster rolls. It was amazing. And this is the hard part about the show is rabbit holes. I just go left, take a right, and I'm 2 blocks away from what we're talking about. But hopefully it's somewhat entertaining for you guys. But yeah, Ken was there and he's getting ready to do some work, I think, with the lobsters. And so he's still building, even though he achieved that. I'm sure he's got another one. So what is your that moment this far? I mean, we still got long roads ahead of us. But what is your moment?
I haven't achieved it yet.
Okay. Like
but
to this
so
point,
far.
You don't have one. Like your kids being born. Those are goals. But it's not like nobody's ever felt this, or I've waited so long for this. Like me, I this kid in the corner.
Okay, actually, I do have that.
Okay.
I do have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if it's not your life's work isn't done yet, that goal. But what's your to this point?
Something that I never thought that I would do in my life.
Okay.
Born, bred, raised, Texas proud girl. I never thought.
Out there in Armadillo, Texas.
I was born in Armadillo, yeah. Amarillo, kind of like Villarrica.
We're not doing the pronunciation. Not today. Today ain't today.
Not today. Today is not today for that. That at 53 years of age, that I would put all of my belongings on a truck and be here with truly the love of my life.
Stop.
Truly the love of my
wife's
life.
Watching.
And
you said here, it got weird. Richard,
here,
we're kidding.
Here,
Richard.
Georgia.
Here, Georgia, not here in this room.
Yeah,
no,
from someone that I knew in high school, and that is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me.
And that's something
happened
you hadn't
for
planned
me,
on.
and I had not planned on it. But I mean, it wasn't even scary watching that truck drive away. Because after 53 years of living in in one state, you would think that it would be a little bit like, can I do this? I was running toward it.
It felt so right. That
Yeah.
you know what?
I
Those
was
are
running toward it.
those challenges, those obstacles, those goals, those whatever. That's how you have to do them. You
Yeah.
have to run towards them, because if you shy away from it, you won't go.
Right.
And then what you're supposed to do, always run towards stuff. I mean, my mom used to yell at me, "Oh, you jump in feet first with everything, both feet first with it."
You got it.
Yeah, but
And
I
see,
mean,
that's
I
hard
don't
for
know
me.
how else to.
That's hard for me
Yeah,
to jump
yeah,
in.
yeah. You're more reserved. You are.
I
You are.
am,
Yeah,
I
that's
am.
kind of. But
So-
see, that's how you know it's true. I mean, and you guys are adorable. I haven't spent much time with you as a couple. You know, you need to get him to join the BNI, and we'd see each other.
The post office does not belong in B&I. Nobody likes
Nobody
them.
wants to know. Right.
Nobody likes them.
But if he joined, they'd like him,
That's
and
true.
then they'd have
They
a
would.
better light upon them.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm not wrong. I'm not.
Maybe
But-
he could just be my visitor.
He could be your visitor anytime. He's a great guy. But no, see, actually, that's one of the things when we first met, or not when we first met. We met each other at this BNI group, Business Networking Incorporated, international. And we were supposed to do these one-on-one meetings, go out, have lunch, coffee, whatever, meet each other. So we went to a coffee shop, and we're sitting there talking, and she told me that story, and she reminded me, and I told her this because of her not very tall stature. I had Auntie Legs was my aunt growing up. It was my mother's best friend. She was like 4 foot nothing. And apparently back in the day, like I grew up calling her Auntie Legs, Auntie Legs, Auntie Legs. Well, when you're old enough to realize that's a nickname, because kids think Legs is a first name. I don't know. I said, Mom, why you call her Auntie Legs? She's so short. Oh, when we used to go out, she'd wear a skirt up to here, and all you saw was leg.
That's such a great story.
It's such a great story, but such a
Right.
in your head, because you're like, she's not hot. She's Auntie Legs.
Right.
She's not. She never went to the bar. The woman had 2 children. I don't think my Auntie Legs ever had the sex word.
No.
Not my
No,
Auntie
that
Legs.
doesn't happen.
No.
No.
And then when you're an adult, you find out.
And neither
later
did your mom,
she may
puppy.
have. And then you find that out too. It's like, the puppy. My mom still to this day calls me puppy, and this one's got it. Just
got to throw it in
ride that.
every episode. I'm
You
going to throw
remember
that in
this?
somewhere.
Honey, do you remember this? I'm gonna do that. Anyway, back up.
Auntie Legs.
Oh yeah, Auntie Legs. I'm trying to read my puppy. I don't have my glasses. Yes, my puppy mother. So yeah, you reminded me the way you spoke, just the way you kind of were, and you accepted me for all my rambling and craziness and everything. And I had always wanted to do a podcast, and you were like, "Oh, I do a podcast," and
And here we
so
are.
here we are. So yeah, it's just run towards it, because let's do a podcast. Okay, oh yeah, that sounds good. And then we'll see each other at the meeting next week, and then life continued. The next week, one of the other people at the meeting, Keith Somerville, in fact, went, "Here, you're doing a podcast." I'm like, oh, that means it wasn't just a statement. It means she mentioned it to someone else. Ergo, she wants to really do it.
I really did. And here we are.
We have this giant book of this is my purge book. This is my brain on paper. It's very heavy for some reason. I think there's
He
not
let
much
me
in
borrow
there.
this one. Look, it's significantly smaller because I don't
'Cause
have as much
didn't
in my
want her
brain.
to have to lift this because she's of tiny stature. So we have if someone smaller than her comes in, we have this size. Also,
Okay.
speaking of notebooks, Kim,
Yes,
have you seen this notebook?
I have, and I want one.
Look at it. You should get one. And if
I
my,
love
my
that
engineer
notebook.
can figure it out, this is times the F-bomb was appropriate. This is just a simple notebook. But on the back, couple
there's
sneaky
some
stickers
other
in there
merch.
too. On the back, I can't show you. You have to buy it. But it's famous quotes from famous people in history. Like I don't want to read
That are
any of them. They're
edited.
so good.
That are
But
edited. Don't,
yes, they're edited.
Don't give it away.
doesn't
Don't give it
say
away.
the F-bomb. It has the F asterisk.
And
So
if
if your children pick it up, they'll go F asterisk uck. And you'll be like, yes, fast as a duck. Correct, honey. Grab the book and hit the door. And then also, don't forget to vote. Brought to you by. And see, just cover the kids' eyes. Don't let them read it. And they're fine kids. They're fine. So actually, I'm reading these comments as we're going from Brandy. Try to live with them. Never a dull moment. Brandy and Shannon I invite you to be our guests
Be
to
our guest,
come on
be
one
our
day.
guest.
and just open up about Keith and John. And perhaps we'll have Richard on that episode. He can
Right.
open
The
up
three
about
of them could
Kimberly.
just do an
And
episode.
they could do a webisode. And like, okay,
would
once
be-
we hit, here we go. Once
Look.
we hit 10,000, and you're going to have to put this as a milestone. Once we hit 10,000 viewers,
Yeah.
we are going to go on vacation, the two of us, and they are going to do a show, and they will have carte blanche
Let's
to
just
talk about anything they want.
let's just
It
go
will
ahead
be-
and call it a roast.
It will be the Shannon and Richard show, and they can have Brandy on as a guest, just like it's our show, and we're going to have Keith on as a guest, and
Just-
you guys can get the skinny on the fat guy. Oh, I like it.
and
Get
the
the skinny on the fat guy,
and the
and get the what's up on the little thing. Get the what's up on the down girl. The low, the
oh my goodness.
man. I am looking at the comments here, and my sound technician wants me to. Oh, Life Advantage.
No,
it's
not
Life
Life-
Vantage.
Yeah,
There's
like
no A.
Vantage.
That's a typo. Oh no, that's not.
No, he
Hang on.
Did I do it right?
you
Age.
did. You did do it right. It's right.
Life Vantage is available. Kim Cook at lifevantage.com.
So
And-
not to steal it back
But
from
what is
you.
it? What is Life
but-
Vantage exactly?
Well, that's my next dream that I'm running toward.
Okay.
Life Vantage is a nutrigenomic company that
A nutrigenomic company.
yes.
Okay.
People supplement all the time with vitamins and things, but we activate your body to do what it does best because things start falling off. No, things don't fall off.
That's leprosy. I read. Things start falling off. It's leprosy. It's not good. You cannot fix that, Kim.
No, you can't fix that. Okay. So if you want to be healthier, you can ask me, put it in the comments. And our flagship product is an NRF2, which activates your body to make glutathione.
Okay.
If your glutathione production drops off in your body starting in your 20s. And it has all kinds of health ramifications and including not having too much inflammation in your body.
Okay.
And inflammation is the cause of most diseases. So you need to up your glutathione and decrease your inflammation so that you are a healthier person. So, yeah. So if you would like to talk to me about these products, please let me know in the comments or, in the comments, and I'll hit you up.
And that is the wonderful thing about the comments. There's no way with all 8 of you here that we're going to be able to read 8 whole people's comments. So if you write something, I go back afterwards and I go down everyone, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I will PM you like, hey, glad you were here. My brother just popped on, Gary Wayne. He said, I'm here trying to comment on my TV. Okay, well, I'm here trying to do a podcast, Gary. I don't really care about what's
You can't
happening
do your
with your TV.
technical
I don't
stuff,
want
Gary.
you commenting on
God.
your TV. What is it too big? Is it too small? Do you wish you had the LED version?
Is it
Why
too
would you
hard to
comment-
type?
why
Is
would
it
you
too
co-
hard to type on
Why
your
would
TV?
someone come on a podcast to make a comment on their TV? Just to come on to make a comment about your wife, about your spouse, about your husband. But no, he's been here but couldn't comment. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gary, but now you can comment. So how have you been, bub? I would love to have that guy on the show too. We've talked about him before. He is my brother. He is. The other day I realized 40 years he's been my brother. I'm
Mhm.
48 years old.
I saw the
40
shot cross
years.
your face when you
It was.
when
It
you
was-
realized that.
I did. It was terribly, terribly wonderful to realize that. And we don't see each other much anymore because he is the South Florida music guru, and he's always gigging and just being an amazing man.
Come visit us in Georgia.
Come
Gary.
visit us in Georgia. We will make a special episode just to have you on.
Do you want to go to the notebook since we've been through that?
Yeah, okay, let's go to the notebook. Now,
Please, John, go to the notebook.
as we talked about, we're not the religiousness, the self-help stuff like that. It's
Okay,
ideas.
hold on 1 minute. I have
Okay.
something from our production assistant.
Eyeball.
If you have questions about Life Vantage, my website is pinned in the comments, so
Oh,
you
it's
can go
pinned.
You see it above in the white?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
pinned in the comments.
Very nice. See?
Thank you,
Boom.
production
Next
assistant.
level hit, and
Yeah.
then next thing coming is we're gonna pin. I have a merch store, that has sarcastic things like the sticker I showed you, the book, few shirts and things like that. I don't know if I
Hey!
knew it, I would. But
My
I don't.
sister just logged on. I'm an only child. My cousin, who is my chosen sister, just logged on.
Brandy Moffat.
Brandy
Hello,
Moffat.
Hello, Moffat. I don't think you're English, but I'm going to treat you as if you are Brandy Moffat.
She is her maiden name is Soesby, which is English. So
See,
there you go.
It's
So
that thing we were
intuitive.
talking about. It's that thing we were talking about. It's hey, can you minimize something real quick? There is a file on my computer on the top left that I actually wanted to access for this episode. Just minimize everything else for a second.
Okay.
Minimize.
Oh.
Top left.
Let
me see the mouse.
All
All right, so okay, what if? Check this out. I was reading this earlier, and I thought this would be great. All right, what if supernatural creatures don't exist anymore? What if they did once, but through the years they slowly mixed in with humans? You can see the blood of fairies in the way a ballet dancer hovers in midair before he or she hits the ground. You can see it in the way that a middle school girl never forgets when someone makes her a promise, or a 9-year-old girl named Rhiannon. My goodness, she can quote those. You can see it in how one little boy in the kindergarten class seems more comfortable in the forest than on the field trip than the other kids. You know, the one kid's just like, yeah, everybody else like, oh my God, it's scary, whatever. And the one kid's just like, no, this feels right, you know?
Yeah.
You can see it in the blood of dryads and hikers. Is that supposed to be druids?
No, dryads.
Dryads, is that right? And hikers who never trip over roots. You can see it in that suburban grandmother that never lets any of her garden die. You can see it in that one kid who climbs a tree faster than his friends, barely looking at the branches as he goes.
So does that mean that the really tall basketball players are Bigfoot?
Gigantopithecus is what you
Oh, yes, Gigantopithecus. I forgot that word. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome, because I like to educate everyone. Gigantopithecus, brought to you by Yeti. Oh, here's your mouse back, Mr. Operator. But we were going to discuss that. It is, and that's kind of I went English. I had no way of knowing she was English.
Right.
But did I?
You did.
So that's one of those things. What do you guys think about that article? What do you guys think about the possibility? Did we have, and I'm not saying, we could levitate, maybe we could, I don't know.
You did.
But what I think I did when I was 7. What was it? What did I say? 7?
4. I thought you said 4.
4. I was jetting, man. I remember running. I was running so fast, my feet came off the ground, and I was, I wasn't like 8 foot up, but I was that far. You flew. You had wind pick you up and flew, but maybe you just rode the wind and balanced it with your flight ability.
Maybe so.
I used to be able to.
Maybe my name should have been Rhiannon.
Oh, see, she knows. She's scared. She's like that chick in the ring that could crawl on the ceiling and flip her head and be like, but
no.
And I love her. She's my daughter. Oh, yeah, she is. She has a very scary side to her. When she sits around, I like some ice cream. Get that ice cream, boy, because she will put a hex on you. But do you guys have any of those memories, any of those thoughts? Do you guys think stuff like that is real? Do you guys think it's possible that? Look at the pyramids. Did we have more human potential back before? What about before the floods? What about the floods? The flood.
The flood.
Were there? Just because something, and we know books have been strategically moved from the Bible, perhaps for learning, perhaps for blasphemy, perhaps for monetary gain on some kind of corporate echelon.
because of a king's egomania.
Because a king said, well, certainly if they think there were giants, I'll never be a big guy. Strike everything about giants. There were never any giants. Every book. What about the Bible? We're not supposed to just take that part out. Nobody needs to know there were giants. Maybe it started as something so simple. But is it not possible? Is it not possible that we have been taught over the centuries that humans can't do that? Humans can't.
Well,
that we just don't live up or can't live up to our potential, to our. I read a book, and we'll have to do an episode on this.
Or if it's just been watered down genetically.
Just or we can't.
Told we can't, watered
Or
down.
we can't.
What do you think?
Like to a point we can't. Like, or like that said, did they mix? Was, the giant came from Giantville and
right.
regular human women, or they
But
were there
with
if
a midget.
God was God, certainly, and always
With a
has
little
been.
person.
But what about the gods? There are other gods mentioned in the Bible. So gods, lowercase g, were a thing. People made them into gods.
Mhm.
But certainly, if enough people believe and do something, there's some power in that. If there's a good side, there's a bad side. God recognizes there's a Satan. Good recognizes there's evil.
Right.
So in that, is there not some kind of we can make this, we can will this to happen? I was watching a clip the other day. Some guy had a string and a washer on it on Oprah. This was Oprah back probably mid 80s. And he's like, hold it perfectly still. And she's washing it and it's perfectly still. And he goes, now imagine it starting to swing like this, left to right, very naturally. And you can't see Oprah going like this, but it starts moving like this. And then he goes, imagine you see it moving the other way now. And the camera angle doesn't change and it starts moving this way.
Okay,
and then it
well,
starts
hold
doing
it.
circles.
Time out. Okay, so Brandy, if you're still here.
Oh, Brandy knows this? Do
Okay,
it.
so remember when we did not have children and we did the needle
I just read that Brandy
over our wrist? Do you think that we wanted boys so badly or girls so badly that the needle moved the way we wanted? So, oh no, I'm sorry.
Is that
not Brandy Somerville, Brandy Moffett. Brandy Moffett.
Oh,
Brandy
that's why
Moffett.
you didn't know who you was, didn't
That's
you?
right,
Because
right.
she didn't say Brandy. She
Brandy
said Brandy.
Moffett.
Brandy would be Keith's wife. Brandy would be her friend.
But Brandy Somerville, did you do that too? Brandy with an I? I'm sorry, Brandy with an I and I did it. Brandy with a Y, did you do it? And Bunny, you did it? What do you think? Because what he said about the washer, do you think we wanted something so badly that we encouraged that needle to move the way we wanted it to?
Every successful anybody, you go, Jobs, Scorsese, whatever realm you're in, if you will it to happen, if you believe it, if you honestly put it into it's going to happen, you can make it happen. I've got a friend, Owen
Affirmations every day.
Owen Hunt does transurfing. I think it's called transurfing, where you basically access the best version of you for the situation and you can manifest how your life goes and stuff. My mom said yes, because I had two girls, wanted a boy so bad. So
it's possible that you could have done the needle and knew that John was a boy. Yeah.
See, that has changed because I don't remember the natal treatment with my wife. I'm trying to think. I guess is that like shooting the rabbit and watching it die to know?
No, you thread a needle and you hold it over your wrist and it supposedly tells you how many children you're going to have and what sex they are. And then when it's done, it hangs dead still.
Okay, so here's honesty, and I've got the
Brandy with an I has 2 boys and a girl, and I don't remember what her needle said.
Brandy has 2 boys and a girl. A lovely little 3
and a girl, and she's expecting a grandbaby any minute.
Oh, nice! They're fun.
Brandy with an I.
Until you don't see them, then they're not.
She's gonna be Brandy. Her grandmother name. Brandy.
That's cute.
Isn't that precious?
I think you should honestly keep the eye like, Brandy. Yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be adorable. Now here's some blatant honesty, and I see why Brandy and Keith are married. We were talking about maiden names. You said her maiden name was
Soesby.
Soesby. Well, apparently Brandy's maiden name was Teets.
Brandy
Teets.
Teets.
I bet you never got picked on in school,
never.
Did you?
And how do you feel about the nipples? How do you feel about nipples for eyes and eyes for nipples?
Nipples for eyes, girl.
Teats.
Yeah. See,
that was probably rough, man.
See, well, did they get you for being a chef or anything like that? Like me, ragu sauce. Ha ha ha. I met a guy like 2 months ago, and he's like, "Oh, like ragu sauce." I'm like, "We're grown ass men, dude. Like that joke's younger than this." And it's just, come on. At a certain age, don't you stop? No. But did you get a bunch
she got
of
Brandy
comments?
Teatless. Oh, bummer. That stinks.
Drag.
That stinks. That's just rude.
I wish I had.
But you know what, Brandy?
I was John Teatless.
I endured. I'm going to lean forward for the camera
so
everybody can see.
Let me fall backwards.
My voluptuous lips, because I was born with these. And now
It's not Maybelline?
well, I mean, the lipstick is Maybelline.
Maybe
but
she
the
was born with it.
size
Maybe
of-
it's Maybelline.
Yeah, I gotcha,
Just-
I gotcha.
All right.
But I was born with these Maybelline
Obviously.
lips. I could have
Okay.
been a lipstick model. But in high school, I was called, well, in starting in elementary school, I was called a very uh, ugly N-word name, N-word lips, like in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you don't have to
Mhm.
say N 6 times. You say N word, people go, did she just? Yes, she did.
No, I
reference
just
N-word.
trying to, the difference. Yeah. And I
And-
got called that all the time.
Really?
Yes. And
I-
now women are inserting collagen into their lips to have lips like mine. So
See, this is where I don't see N-word lips. That's DSLs. Are we familiar with the term, children? I know Keith is laughing right now, but those are in my generation. If they were larger lipped, featured,
mhm.
it was DSLs, which I have. You guys can figure out what it means because you're smart people, or you wouldn't be here. Would you?
That's right. You wouldn't be here watching
But
us.
yeah, no. I used to get comment. I used to get comment growing up my feet.
Really?
Like I never wore shoes. If I did, it was like Jesus sandals or sandals. I'm not trying to be sacrilege. But yeah, people would be, oh wow, you have such awesome feet or such pretty feet or such. And it's like I don't do anything to my feet. Never did. Never like I didn't.
Well,
I did. Now
you
they're
were
just like-
genetically blessed.
I was genetically blessed. I should have been a foot model.
You should have.
I should have
Well,
been-
you could get
I
on.
should have been
You
a
could get on
12-inch model.
OnlyFans now.
I don't know what I'm into yet. Feet, PP. I'm not sure. No, that's one thing. OnlyFans. I heard of it as a platform to like, oh yeah, you can go in COVID times. You can go on. You can do like a little stand up. So I go on like I'm gonna start a little channel and do like jokes and like this, but I'm gonna make money because I'm locked in my house like everybody else. That's what I thought when I opened the site. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for anybody. OnlyFans, baby. My wife's been trying to get me to do an OnlyFans. I'll be honest, because look at me. Who wouldn't want this? I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, don't you have a vomitus sound over there? Like, "Ugh." Anyway. Oh wait, hold on. Vomitus sound coming. That is my OnlyFans career right now. Do it again. John Ragusa, OnlyFans. That's exactly how that. I'd have to pay to keep it up and running. It would suck. But yeah, it's and you know what? Maybe it's good for some people, but it just seems like exploitation at its finest. But there's no production company. There's no. So the girl's empowered by being able to do it herself. And I'll take my top off and show you what I want to show you
Yeah.
because I am telling me to, not because you're telling me to. But it's just hard sometimes to like so many people are banking on that. Is there any difference between OnlyFans and this though? Like I'm showing you everything I got right now. I'm this is the best. We're reserving the best for later episodes.
We're showing you our
this is-
true brains right
This
here.
is it. This is when
which
I
is
stumble,
revealing.
when I go.
And kind of scary.
It's the same as if you're having a conversation with me. Ask anybody on that list who knows me. If you're talking to me, I'm not thinking any more clearly or less clearly. This is where I go. I have 6 different ideas on everything you say. I can take it 6 different avenues. But that's how my brain's always worked. And I like to think it's made me a better listener, even though I'm a talker. I think this is healthy for people. I think people need this. I think people need somebody to talk to. I think people who are reserved and more quiet in a room generally need that blabbermouth loud person to help them come out.
Yeah.
And I also think the loud person who's always like, needs somebody to go, hey, no, wait, let's stay in this lane for a minute because I think there's something to say. So I think between us, you guys are going to get the full experience of how to do this. And that's all I'm really hoping for with this.
You know what? And if your
it's just
dream is to have a
people doing it.
podcast, do it.
Yeah. I mean, this has been on my list for years. My brother and I, Gary, and as soon as we figure out a program where you can like split screen from Florida and here, we're going to start doing a little
Called a Zoom
humorous.
call.
Yeah, but can you record those? And how do you do it? And can you post it on YouTube? All these questions I don't know.
Can.
That's why I have a sound engineer.
Yeah.
But this is something that I want to put more time into.
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna.
We want to get better. So if you've got comments about making us get better,
or
Put them in there.
ideas for episodes you want to see.
Right.
Topics
What do you want to see us
to
talk about? What do you want to
Um,
talk about? Do you want to come on the show?
We get just from the comments right now. I can talk about all the teatless people in Germany. No, because Teats is apparently a German name, so we could do that. We could talk about German. My mom.
That was good, John.
See, my mom is quarter German, quarter Irish. No, I'm sorry, half German, half Irish. My dad is full Italian. So
That's a
what am I?
lot of angry.
What am I? Full-blooded Italian. I don't know how it happened either. Because
Okay.
my mom's like, you're a quarter German, a quarter Irish. No clue what you're talking about, Mom.
I'm Italian. too.
None.
I'm proud of it.
Just kidding. No, I got the Irish. When I drink, I'm Irish. I definitely know that. And I guess fighting would be the German because I don't know. I fight like an Italian though because I don't.
Italians
lose.
and Germans are both quite.
And my
I don't want to say violent.
my-
Quite physical people.
are
quite
they
physical.
Yeah, they are.
Quite physical.
They are. They are. See, that's something I was just talking to my son about the other day. My Uncle Matt, who I adored and miss every day. That was Auntie Lake's husband. Second husband, Uncle Jerry, was husband number one.
Mhm.
When I met Uncle Matt, I hated him because he made Uncle Jerry go away, and I didn't understand the dynamic.
Right,
But as it turned
right.
out, Uncle Matt was the one taught me pool and everything. I remember him getting like a time or two. I don't remember ever seeing him get like punch a desk, punch a
Like,
wall,
Throw a fist.
throw something. Like he never
Yeah.
grabbed me. And my brother, dear brother, do you
Mhm.
remember this one? My brother, who is, I love you. I used to go up to him and go, puss, 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 puss. Because he is a pacifist. A pacifist AF? Is pacifist AF a term that you're familiar with, audience? He just would rather, throw a frisbee than a fist. He's just, I love him, but he doesn't. One time, and I was dealing with somebody who I'm not going to name, Alyssa May. If you speak pig Latin, you know who I'm talking about. It was Alyssa May. But I had a real bad weekend with her and may or may not have ended up in a West Palm Beach jail cell. And Gary
That's
may
for
or may
another
not
time.
have bailed me out. However, we get back to the shop we're working at, which is a music store in Boca. And my brother, he's sitting there like, nah, she's no good for you. Nah. And I'm like, dude, will you just shut up? And all of a sudden, and Gary is just, I love him, but he's not huge, he's not big. He can handle shit. He's strong. But like I was always what did Dennis call me that one time? Dirty something. But anyway, he comes up on me and I'm not easy to move. He comes up under me and like, you ever see that scene in the movie where like the exorcist just goes, oh, and you're like against the wall? It was John Woo film. And I'm sitting there and shock sets in. And I'm
Shock
looking,
and awe.
and my brother Gary's holding me up on a wall. And I'm like the logistics department's going, I didn't think he could lift that much. I didn't think
He
could
probably
get
didn't
you.
know it either.
I might have had my feet
There's
on the
that
ground still, but
super-
I promise you.
That's that supernatural powers
It's
thing.
that he was from Kryptonia. But I swear my feet were off the ground. But they may not have been. But I certainly never paid more attention to what he was saying in my life. And it doesn't take a lot for me to pay attention to him because I love listening to him. But he was pissed. And 21, 22, almost 22 years later.
Oh, we're down to 2 minutes.
You were right, dear brother. But it's a hard thing to navigate. But yeah, my brother had that physical strength and put me up against the wall. So this is the new format is going to be on YouTube. They do put it to an hour if you time it for an hour. So we're on the last minute, 30 seconds. So let's do an outro. Do you have anything you want to let the people know about?
You guys have it for this. It's not time just to 11. So you guys have.
Oh, well.
Well,
okay.
let's try to keep
But
it
we
to.
need
Let's
to
try to
keep
keep it to.
Because even
Yeah.
though Michelle is not here, she's out at 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
Michelle was out of 45 minutes, which she didn't come this week.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she's sitting over on Twitch going, come on, guys, what the hell?
Right.
So no, any
Michelle, are you
offers
there?
for the week? Anything wonderful?
Well, we get to go see our friends B and I on Thursday.
Yep, we do.
And next week we need to mention the fundraiser for Antonio, our brother and B and I. Yeah,
we have a brother of ours fighting the big C word.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
yeah,
not,
we'll mention that next week and get that pinned in the comments next week on how to do that. It's an online auction.
I had a quote that I was gonna read that if I could find it would be great, but I have
Is it in the
so
F-bomb book?
many. No, it's not the F-bomb. The F-bomb book is actually my stand-up sketches that I'm working on because the next few months I'm actually gonna get up and do some stand-up locally here.
And we'll tell you about that too. So you
And we
can
will.
come
We'll
if
tell
you're
you
local.
about that. Yeah, no, I've got a couple books to
Is
read.
it in
We'll
your
get into
F-bomb
that.
book?
No, it should be right in here. It was a quote from here it is.
Okay.
All right. Nothing is eternal in this world, not even our problems.
And that's hard to
number one.
remember sometimes.
I like to walk in the rain because no one can see my tears. The most wasted day in life is the day we don't laugh. That's fact.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And the 6 best doctors in the world are sunshine, rest, exercise, diet, self-esteem, and friends. So
Thank you, friends.
that
Thank
was
you
the
for
great,
being here.
That was the great Charlie Chaplin that said that. And that's what this is for, guys. Humor heals, smile, make a friend. Next time you see one of your friends, don't take it for granted. Don't just be like, oh, hey, good to see you again. Like, spend time with that friend.
Absolutely.
Because one day that friend may not be there, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. So,
Right.
From all of us here at This and That Podcast, it's Kim Cook.
And Mr. John Ragusa.
Y'all have a great week.
Bye.
Fade to black.